Welcome back to another Jay's Cool Luck video, and today I'm going to be showing you everything I have left in my Marvel Legends collection that I still need to review. I have quite a bit of stuff, some of the plastic packages, some of the plastic-free packages, and a couple of 3-packs and 2-packs. And yeah, I do already have an idea of what I'm going to be reviewing next, but like I'll say throughout the video, if there's anything that may catch y'all's eye that you might want me to review earlier, let me know in the comments below, and I might just do that. So with that, let's get into the video and first of all, just a variety of what's coming. Anyway, with that down, let's get into the video and take a look at the first wave of characters I still need to review. Okay, so the next wave I'll be reviewing over the next few weeks is the Build-A-Figure Khonshu wave. Now, Khonshu is on the very bottom shelf of my bookcase on the Disney Plus shelf. But anyway, I've actually already reviewed 2 of these characters in the wave. Zombie Iron Man, which I believe is right here, which gotta look at him right there. Zombie Iron Man, and then Zombie Scarlet Witch. These were 2 I was really looking forward to. And so yeah, I've already reviewed those. But the other 5 I have not reviewed. So I guess going from left to right. Yes. We have Classic Loki, so that's one I still gotta review. And he's from, of course, Loki. And then I have He Who Remains, again, also from Loki. And then in front here, I have Red Skull, who's from the What If series, I think episode 1. And then I have Howard the Duck, who's from What If episode 2. And then I have Jimmy Woo from WandaVision, but I like his appearance from Ant-Man and the Wasp from 2018. So yeah, I have those 5 to review, and then of course Khonshu, and then my ranking. So this will be the next Build-A-Figure series I'll be reviewing, just to also continue on, since like I said, I've already reviewed Iron Man and Zombie Scarlet Witch and everything. So yeah, that's the first wave of figures I have I still need to review. Let's now move on to wave 2. Okay, so I actually have split up the Guardians wave because there were just too many on this small table. But this is another wave I have not reviewed yet. It's the Build-A-Figure Cosmo, I think the space dog. I think that's what it was. So this is of course from Guardian series. So we have Adam Warlock right here in the cardboard box, and we have Star-Lord next to him right here. Again, most of these Guardians I believe have kind of like a similar suit. That's one reason why I think I haven't just reviewed them quite yet. I could be wrong about the same suit scenario, but here's Drax. Funny story of Drax. I actually bought 2 of these because I lost one of the little knives he has, and I didn't know where it went, so I had to buy another one eventually down the road, which I did. And then finally we have Kraglin here. So a unique one. I'm actually quite happy they added to the Guardians 3 line. I wish they made the High Evolutionary and then a Gamora, but this is what we have. Actually, no. This is not all we have, because again, I have split up the wave. So let's look at part 2 of the Guardians wave. And here's the second batch of those Guardians figures from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So here we have Mantis. So happy to have her in the wave. We got Nebula. And then we have Rocket, which is very small. But we have Rocket. And then we have Groot, which kind of goes perfectly next to Rocket here. Groot was a deluxe, and honestly, I feel like he should have been the Build-A-Figure, and maybe they could have put Cosmo somehow and maybe Rocket. Maybe that's something I'll mention in my review. That is my Guardians of the Galaxy Wave 3 characters I still got to review. Let's move on to the next set I need to review. Alright, so next up we have my Black Panther Wakanda Forever figures. I am missing 2 characters for this wave, and then the Build-A-Figure. I don't collect comic figures, so I'll have to buy a Tuma off the eBay probably and everything. But the characters I do have is Everett Ross. He's part of the Legacy series they had going on that year. And then we have Okoye from the movie, and then we also have Nakia from that movie. So I'm missing Shuri in her Black Panther outfit, and then Namor, which I'll get eventually. And now these I may end up reviewing sometime down the road here soon. I was going to try to hold off until I get the final 2 I need, so I can do my box photo and box clip in my ranking videos, but I can always just put the boxes somewhere where it's easy to get, instead of where all the other boxes are, which is just in another box, just all kind of piled up on each other. That's going to be basically the story for a lot of these figures, and so yeah. But that's a look at this wave. Let's now move on to the next wave. Sticking with more Black Panther figures, these are from the Legacy, and this is from the Black Panther, I think, Wave 2 line from the movie, from 2018 and everything. So over here we have Killmonger, again in that legacy packaging, and then we got Black Panther. I think this is the Civil War outfit, not the Infinity War outfit. So yeah, in this wave, they're basically reissues from these same characters from other waves from early on, but I still collected them. But the ones I'm missing is M'Baku, and then Shuri, Nakia, I believe, and then the Black Panther from his movie, and then Infinity War. And then right here we have the Dora Milaje, which is some of the warriors from Wakanda. I think they guard the king. I could be wrong about that. But she's from the Black Panther movie, and then you can take a look at the back of everyone who was in that wave during that time. But I thought I'd put her with all the other Black Panther figures. Anyway, so with that down, let's move on to the next wave of figures. Next up, we have Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and I've actually already reviewed these. If I'm not mistaken, I think these were the very first Legends figures I reviewed on the channel. So the reason I have them here is kind of for the same reason I talked about with the Wakanda Forever figures. I'm still missing Defender Strange, and then I'm missing Strange in his Astro form, and so that's the one I'm missing from this wave. But I've already reviewed all these characters. I just need to do the ranking and review the Build-A-Figure. I will say I like Wong. I like his accessories, and I think he turned out really well. But yeah, that's a look at this wave. Let's move on to the next. Next up, I have the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania wave, a very small wave. We have Ant-Man right here, Scott Lang, and then we have Wasp right here on this side. The only one I'm missing from this wave for the movies is Kang the Conqueror, and then of course the Cassie Lang Build-A-Figure when she's all like giant and everything. So yeah, again, another wave where I'm just waiting to get the final figure to review it, although I may end up reviewing these earlier before I get the final 2 figures I need for the wave and everything. But anyway, let's move on to the next batch of figures. The next batch of figures are the Hydra Stomper wave from What If, and so I've actually already reviewed 2 of these figures. I reviewed Kingpin and then Agatha. The only ones I haven't reviewed are Goliath, and then Talos, and then Gamora, Warrior Gamora. I am missing Nick Fury and then Yelena Belova from Hawkeye. And just again, same reason is I'm just waiting to get those 2, but I may review these early on before I get them. Another small wave I have here is the Venom Let There Be Carnage figures. So right here we have Venom and we have Carnage. Really, I'm not waiting for anyone else in this wave. I just haven't reviewed these ones yet. But yeah, I actually like the bulk of Carnage here. He does feel heavy. I do like the boxes these guys were in. I did buy Venom offline, so his box is a little bit ripped, but that's my bad. But it doesn't really matter because I'm opening up anyway. But that's a look at those. Let's now see who's left in my collection. So the final wave I have before my 2-packs is the Shang-Chi wave, and I actually have all the characters I need for this movie and everything. So again, this is one I can review probably here in the next few weeks. But going from left to right, we have Death Dealer, Wenwu, and then Shang-Chi, Katie, and then Xiling. I think they should have made a Razor Fist. I think he's the only one from the movie I can think of that's missing. But anyway, with that aside, this is the final Build-A-Figure wave, and this is a comic book Build-A-Figure, so I'm not missing any of that. I don't remember who. I think it's Sugar Man. Right? I could be wrong, but I got a feeling that was the title of this wave. That's just me going based off memory. That's a look at all my single packs. Let's move out and take a look at my few 2-packs and 3-packs. And finally, here we have my 2-packs and 3-packs. Right here we have the 3-pack of Rocket, Groot, and Thor from Avengers Infinity War. This Thor has the eye patch on, and I think the Bifrost sword. I prefer the other Thor in the main line with the cape and Stormbreaker, but you have this pack. It is nice to get Groot and Rocket, although I wish we got Star-Lord and I guess all the other Guardians from that movie. Up top here we have another Infinity War 2-pack. It's Corvus Glaive and Loki, so this will go nicely to build out the children of Thanos, and also have that scene when Thanos chokes Loki and kills him. And then we have the 2-pack from Thor Ragnarok, I believe, celebrating the 80th anniversary of Marvel, and this is Hela and Scourge, which is one I thought I've already reviewed. I'm kind of surprised I haven't reviewed this because I actually quite like this 2-pack. So let me know if you want to see this one come up a bit further than all the other reviews I have planned and everything. But yeah, that's a look at all my Marvel Legends in-box items I still got to review. Quite a bit more than I thought, but yeah, we'll just take a one step at a time, and of course there'll be other content coming to the channel in between these reviews. I've been trying to do that a lot more recently, where it's just not all Legends. Even though Legends is majority what I like from most of my lines, I do collect a few other things, and just thought it'd be nice to change up once in a while. That's my video for today. Let me know if there's any of these figures that may caught your eye that you may want me to review a bit earlier, and I may just do that. So with that, I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Take care.